How much amount of volume of conductor required? Yes, tell me. Yes, tell me volume of conductor required. What is the value for this one? Just put the value. Already we have all the values regarding the formulas. So calculate it. How much will be the value for the volume of conductor material required? Anyone tell me answer? Yes, tell me. Yes. Roll number 5, tell me. Okay. Roll number 11. Okay, your answer I think correct. Okay. Anything is in 10 to the power? Tell me. Roll number 11. Yes. Renuka Stirsagar, mute yourself. Yes.
Yes, sir.
आन्सर किती आलंय बघा तुमचं 1792.
Yes, sir.
10 टू पॉवर समथिंग आहे का की प्लस मायनस काही आहे का? नाही.
No, sir.
ओके, ठीक आहे. होल्ड इट. टेल मी अनदर आन्सर. यस. Yes, roll number I think 2. Tell me what's your answer. Roll number 6, tell me. Okay, roll number 37. Okay, 179.2. Okay, 10 to the power of -3. Okay, another answer. Tell me. Roll number 2. Have you idea how to calculate the volume of conductor required for the 2-wire DC system with one conductor earthed? Tell me. What is the formula for the volume of conductor required? Roll number 2. I am asking you. Yes, roll number 22. Kuldeep Desai, tell me. What is your answer? Yes, roll number 18. तुमचं काय आन्सर आहे सांगा. I have calculated that volume of conductor material required. Answer for this one is 1.792. 1.792 meter cube per kilometer. Okay, the volume of conductor material required for the 2-wire DC system with one conductor earthed, which is used for the transmit the 500 megawatt electrical power at 100 kilovolt, will be 1.792 meter cube. It is the volume of conductor material required. Okay, so same numerical we have to solve for the 10 times. Okay, for the each and every case we have to calculate the volume of conductor, load current, line loss, and area cross section. This same numerical can be calculated for the all supply scheme. Okay, all supply scheme. We have to just calculate the terminal voltage, okay, by using the maximum voltage, that is what 100 kilovolt, okay, for the DC system as well as AC system, okay. Nothing is change will be observed, okay. Same numerical can be calculated for the all 10 cases, okay. Means or 2-wire DC system with midpoint earth, okay, 3-wire DC system, okay, or the single phase 2-wire AC system, okay. All for the all case we can use the same numerical or the same data in order to calculate the load current. By solving the same numerical for the all 10 cases, we can directly calculate the and compare the results, okay. And then we can decide the which system for the same power has to be transmitted, which one is the best method or which one is the best supply scheme that has to be used by the uh, utility in order to save their uh, expenditure or the installation cost, okay. आता बघा ही जी न्यूमरिकल आहे, a two-wire DC system with one conductor earthed, okay, having length of 400 kilometer, okay, in order to transmit the 500 megawatt electrical power at 100 kilovolt, okay. Same data we can use for the calculation, okay, for the all cases. आणि मग त्याच्यानंतर आपल्याला काय करायचे की कम्पेअर करायचंय, ओके. आता बघा आपण या या केसमध्ये जे काही व्हॉल्यूम ऑफ कंडक्टिंग मटेरियल रिक्वायर्ड येणार आहे त्याला आपण के कन्सिडर करणार आहोत आणि आपण आपल्या टेबलमध्ये सगळ्या व्हॅल्यू विथ कम्पेअर टू केच कॅल्क्युलेट करायच्यात कशाच्या व्हॉल्यूम ऑफ कंडक्टर रिक्वायर्ड, ओके. जर आपल्याला के ची व्हॅल्यू माहित असेल तर आपण कोणत्याही सप्लाय स्कीम मधल्या व्हॉल्यूम ऑफ कंडक्टर रिक्वायर्ड काढू शकतो की नाही? येस, टेल मी. Tell me, if I know the volume of conducting material required for the two-wire DC system with one conductor earth, okay, that is treated as K. If I know the value of K, then I can easily calculate the volume of conducting material required for the remaining all supply scheme. May I correct? Tell me. Yes? Yes? असं करता येईल का आपल्याला सांगा? Yes, tell me. Yes. Okay, solve the same numerical for the second case. By using the same data, we have to calculate the volume of conducting material required for the two-wire DC system with midpoint earthed. Okay, calculate it. For the second case, we have to calculate the load current, line loss, area cross section, and volume of conductor required. Okay, volume of conducting material required we can directly calculate by using the value of K. Because of already we have known that once we know the value of K, we can easily decide the volume of conducting material required for the remaining all supply scheme. Yes or no? I am not audible. Yes? Tell me. Am I audible? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So is it possible to calculate the volume of conducting material required for the all cases if I know the value for the K? Yes? Is it possible? Yes? Is it possible? Yes or no? Is it possible? Yes, it
Yes, sir.
is possible because of so see over here table. If I know the value of K, we can directly decide the value of volume of conducting material required for the second case also. Okay, so K by 4 it is the volume of conductor required, sorry, volume of conducting material required in second case. In third case 5 by 16 into K. In third case 2K divided by cos square 5. Okay, so remaining all the constants values. Okay, in case of AC system they will mention there the load factor. Okay, load power factor they will mention there in the numericals. Okay, so I think almost time is over for our today's lecture. Okay, so same numerical means which we have calculated now, that numerical has to be solved for the second and third case by your own. ओके, तुम्हाला काय करायचंय सेकंड केस आणि थर्ड केस साठी सेम न्यूमरिकल आपल्याला तुम्हाला सॉल्व्ह करायचंय. ठीक आहे, आणि मग तुम्ही कम्पेअर करा की व्हॉल्यूम ऑफ कंडक्टिंग मटेरियल रिक्वायर्ड फॉर द फर्स्ट केस, सेकंड केस किती आहे, फर्स्ट केस किती आहे आणि थर्ड केस किती आहे. जर तुम्ही कंपॅरिझन जर केली तर तुम्हाला कोणत्या सिस्टम मध्ये व्हॉल्यूम ऑफ कंडक्टिंग मटेरियल रिक्वायर्ड कमी असेल, कोणत्यामध्ये जास्त असेल, तर ते तुम्ही डिसाईड करू शकाल. बरोबर की नाही? आणि त्यावरून तुम्ही गेस कराल की कोणती डीसी सप्लाय स्कीम ही बेटर आहे आपल्या यूज साठी. बरोबर की नाही? येस,
Yes.
am I correct? Yes. So I am correct. Okay, so you can easily calculate that and you can easily compare the values and you can easily guess which supply scheme is better. Okay, based on their results we can able to decide which one is the best system, which one is the very economical system in order to reduce the installation cost or installation expenditure or the capital cost of transmission line installation. Okay, so calculate the given numerical for calculate or solve the same numerical for the second and third case. Okay, in next lecture I will tell you load power factor, and then you can solve the same numerical for the fourth, fifth and sixth case, and then by your own you can calculate it for the 8, 9 and 10 case. Okay, and we have to compare that one. Okay, in next lecture we will see the numerical for the AC supply scheme with the help of given same data, and we will start the new chapter, that is what the economic aspect of electrical power transmission. Okay, similarly we have seen that in generation. Okay, economic aspect of electric power generation, like that we have to see the what are the various economic aspect of electric power transmission. Okay, so today we will stop over here. Okay, go, I think no one has gone through that table. You should or you must go through that table and by heart the values of or formulas for the various area of cross section, volume of conductor required, load current. You should by heart that one. Okay, so that is very helpful for your MCQ examination or forthcoming your competitive examination. Okay, so today we will stop over here. Thank you.